Ladies and gentlemen, today is January 2nd, 2013. Whoa, I almost said 2012. That would have been bad, but good thing I remember what day it is. It is, in fact, the KNKL MS Stream Day 21. Right? Day 21. Yes. And today we are going to be jumping right back into page 1 of part 3 where we left off yesterday. Well, not exactly where we left off yesterday, but I did make some changes, as you can see, and I'm going to explain the things that I did. The things that I did. Okay, so if you recall yesterday, we were exploring a little bit of our techniques of how we could make the blood appear like it is in the foreground, close to us, and then Emma is further back. And we discovered that not only can we use the color to our advantage, making it darker, right, but also blurring it to create a little bit of like a focus trick on it. And that looks much closer, and it doesn't look like it's on her face. Also, another thing that helps with the readability of this is how you're communicating to the viewer that the blood is existing in the sky, right? So anything connected to this and is that same color, we can infer that it is closer to us and occurring or dripping off the wall in front of us. And then basically what's going to be happening here is I decided to go ahead and kind of darken the area around her, because what's going to be happening is she kind of tunnel visions on her hands here. And she starts to get kind of scared by this blood, right? And then as that happens, the world around her is going to start to change a little bit. We're going to start seeing a little bit of what possibly the world really looks like, right? Maybe Emma has a little bit of a fantasy of what she wants the world to be. So it's going to be kind of turning a little bit more orangey skies. Maybe there's some grass growing up from beneath the boards. Who knows? Who knows besides me? But don't worry, all will be revealed when the actual part of the issue goes live, and I'm hoping that that will be being released very soon, aiming for this weekend. So let's go ahead and continue with what we're doing. Looks like the stream is going well, and we are going to go ahead and jump right into the lettering. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Yes, yes, yes. So as we know, with the lettering, all I do is on page 1 of the very first part, I created some really handy dandy chat balloons. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those up really quickly. And I'm just going to move them right on over to here. And voila, after the lag, looks like that messed something up. Hang on, let's try that again. Messed it up. There we go. There we go. That's the way I like it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move these babies here. We only need, for right now, the soft balloon. Because nothing is going to be happening here. Nothing's going to be happening here. She's going to be saying something down here. Yeah. She's going to be quietly saying, no. No, as she's backing up, right? So let's go ahead and shrink this balloon down a little bit. And let's go ahead and let's see. Let us reference the script, because I don't know if she's like screaming something like, whoa, she's falling. Let us reference our script over here. I was about to pull it over to the other side, but you guys are not allowed to read ahead and spoil the story for yourselves. So I'm just going to check here. Yep, looks like there is no sound there, or she's not making any noise there. It's just going to be like a little sound effect happening, like a whoop, right? We love our whoops. We love our whoops. All right, so as you can tell, I am in a much better state of energy today than I was yesterday. Yesterday I was like yawning all over the place. That was just not acceptable. But today I decided to go out and get some exercise. I went on a big bike ride to the local Target to pick up some, what are they called? Flannels? No. Long johns, basically, because I like to go outside and bike. But here it's about 50 degrees, which I know really isn't that cold when you compare it to the rest of the world. But when you live in California, your skin starts to get a little bit thinner and you're not very resistant to the cold. So, hence the long johns. So I'm using a I'm using a font called Unmasked, which is a free font from Blambot Studios. Awesome people making it available to us for free. And that is good because I love not getting sued for using copyrighted material. Alright, so we got her saying no. Right? Let's go ahead and put that in here. And let's shrink down the balloon because we don't need it to be that big. Good. Good. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a tail on that sucker. No. Like, one thing that I've learned is when somebody's like kind of like sighing something, like she's saying no, like that, it's cool to have like more air around the balloon, whereas if it's like close, no, let's see what happens if we make it like smaller and close. So that's kind of weird. Like when you're doing like single letters, I like to have like extra air around it in the balloon. Kind of makes it for a nice little design there. Rotto. But yes, today I went to Target. I picked up some Long Johns. I picked up some spaghetti sauce, tortillas, beans, and all that stuff because as of late I've been on a very, very good diet. In the morning, I eat some good old-fashioned oats with hot water and raisins. And for lunch, I usually have a nice sandwich or maybe like a little salad or something. Nothing too crazy. Whoa! What's going on with that? Let's fix that. That is not supposed to be filled with black. It's supposed to be filled with white. How dare you? Wait, is this thing even working right? It's not even supposed to be filling it. It's supposed to be just making the anchor points. Come on! That's more like it. So yes, I went out and got some good old-fashioned pasta, beans, and all that stuff because I've been on a good diet of beans, rice, and pasta. And good old-fashioned oats in the morning. But besides that, I have been really kind of been inspired to not fully go vegetarian, but my little brother's vegetarian, and it's kind of cool just seeing how healthy he eats. And I get like sores in my mouth, like the antibiotics and like the bad meat from the supermarket. I can tell what's bad and what has a lot of antibiotics in it because it gives me like these sores in my mouth. So I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible as well. Alright, so we're going to make a selection using that. And we are going to fill said selection to make our tail. Bam! Look at that. Oh, whoop. No. Actually, I don't like that. The tail's a little too long. Looks a little weird. Another thing I've been noticing with this comic is I think, you know, this issue or this part is taking a little bit longer, not only because of the whole holiday hiatus thing, but also because of I'm noticing that I'm becoming a little bit more picky with the quality, right? Like I look back on the old pages and I'm like, oh, you know, it's like it looks nice, it gets the job done, but you know, I don't know, I feel like maybe I'm just being a little too picky. Maybe I just got to get this thing out and get started. Because, I mean, I'm going to have to do this every time, so I got to make sure that my quality level is consistent, and it takes a good amount of time, and I get the right amount of bang for my buck. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? I'm going to sneeze. Yes. That is the professional muting right there. Aha! Alright, cool. That's better. See, I'm just like really, really picky. Everything must be in order. No. No. Whoop! Time to throw in a whoop! You guys ready? It's time for our sound effects. Yay, sound effects. Let's copy that. Layer style, paste it. Aha. And we'll have a good old whoop. Hey, look at that. Nice texture. Nice texture. But is that what we want? I don't think so. Let's mess around with the colors and the stroke. Mess around with the colors and the stroke. And what are you guys saying over here? Am I missing stuff? Please tell me if you guys are seeing the stream properly. I know we had a little bit of lag issues yesterday, so please tell me if anything is wrong. Try reloading it once. And if not, then I will do a part 1, part 2 like I did yesterday, and I will try to figure out what is causing the stream to mess up. But for now, deal with it. Whoop! Can you make this see-through? Can you make it transparent? I don't know if you can. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, so we got her slipping. Now, did I usually have darker... Forget how I did the sound effects. Oh, I was doing dark colors and light strokes. But I wonder if I want to keep doing that. Good friend of mine said, Keenan, good sound effects are easy to see and usually have bright colors. Whoop! I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Do you like the dark inner color and the lighter stroke, or do you like the darker stroke, lighter color on the inside? I'm going to go ahead and keep it like that for right now. And you guys let me know what you want to see. Let me know how you like it. Okay, so this page is looking pretty dang good. The last thing I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to add some dripping noises here, right? Like the drip, drip. And for this one, I want to make the sound effect a little bit like quieter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this layer style, right, with the stroke layer style. And I'm going to add in some drips. Drip. Drip, 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 drip. It's a little weird. Whatever. It's all good. This one needs to move over a little bit. This one can be a little bit smaller. Smaller there. Whoops! How did that happen? Okay, I like that. Drip, drip, drip. Cool. Alright, now let's go ahead and go into our blending properties and add some color to these. The stroke, I will make it... I'll make the stroke lighter on this one. Okay? I'll have it be the same color scheme as our blood because I want it to kind of blend in a little bit, right? I want it to be a little bit darker. Or, not darker, but not quite as vibrant. Not quite as contrasty. Let's go ahead and drop that in there. Drip, drip. I don't know. Does that look good? I don't know. There we go. Lighter on the outside. So that's not bad, not bad. The words are a little illegible, but I kind of like that a little bit. I don't know how to describe it, but I kind of like it. throw in a little bit of extra detail so you can tell what it's saying. But not too much. Not too much. All right, what are you guys talking about? Dark color, lighter inside. All right. Alrighty then. The people have spoken, and they want lighter inside, and we want help. I love how the help menu just... What is this? If you want to help me, tell me how to never have this happen again. Never do that. Ever! Whoop! Cool. And I like this one. I like the dripping because it's kind of more like creepy. I think it's more creepy when you have a darker color on the inside and a lighter one on the outside. So I'm going to do that for that one because I'm sure that that's what I want out of that. Except for I need a little... Oh, there's a little hole there in the P. But it needs to be a little bit bigger. Cool. And ladies and gentlemen, we can consider our page 1 of part 3 done. Done. Get that out of here. Well, actually get it over here. Because we're moving on to page 2. Let's get started. Let's get started with our masking and let's see how far we can get into this page before the end of time. We got 45 minutes. That is a lot of time. Plenty of time. Yes. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and one thing that I like to do before I start masking is the line layer that's over top of the sketch. I'll erase the character from behind so it's not as distracting, right? Pay attention. I'm going over my process here after I've fully lined in everything. Because without the lines, look, this is what it is. See? These are the sketches that I'll eventually... I erased the face because I duplicated it up and then I kind of redraw it, kind of sculpt it. Hard to explain. You'll have to watch me do it. Watch me! Watch me! Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and do that. Do that. And hey, while we're here, now that I have all of your attention, how about we take a stroll down the lovely Emma Lane because we got some new stuff in today. We got new stuff in today. So hang on 1 second while I pull it up. By the way, thank you guys so much for everyone who has been posting We Support Emma, I Support Emma on the Emma Facebook, because I will say this again for all the YouTube archive viewers and maybe some new viewers today. I am entering the Scion Motivate contest, which is basically you submit your idea for your new business or your product, and they go through everybody's, and basically they choose the top 50. They get to go to a convention in LA, and then the top 10 of those people get 10,000 bucks and a brand new car, and I could use both of those because 10,000 bucks keep me working for a long time now that I am not currently employed by Riot Games. But regardless, we have Little Guru Emma from Keen, and I cannot say that last name, but this is absolutely awesome. If this actually says Little Guru Emma, like, that is so awesome. That makes me so happy. So thank you guys so much for your stuff. You support it. And look at this awesome piece that came from Alicia, Aaron, and Sundancer. Love this. This is so cool. So I love the people posting comments, but pictures always look awesome because what I'm going to do for the video that I'm going to submit is I'm going to scroll through the entire Facebook. So If you want your stuff to appear on that video, then please submit it before I record it, which I can't really say exactly when it'll be, but it will be before the end of this month. Will be happening before the end of the month. Yes. So, and if I win that car, it's a Scion FRS. That's the thing that I'm going for. And if I win it, I'm going to get it in white, and then I'm going to go straight to the nearest vinyl shop, and I'm going to get some black Emma decals. I'm going to put them on the sides and then one on the back of the window. And it's going to look really, really awesome. But regardless, either way, it's like that's kind of a long shot to be asking for a new car and everything, but you know, you never know what can happen. If anything, I would just really like to go to the convention in LA and learn how I can make my business better and my product better, and hopefully give some more value to you guys, the awesome viewers and readers. So please, if you would like to support me, do so. Do it! Alright, so I'm just going back through here, cleaning up these sketches, getting ready to... Whoa, what happened there? I lined that on the wrong layer. That's amazing. Amazing! So let's go ahead and go back into that and fix that. Amazing grace, I don't know why I'm singing. Must be because I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a very, very good mood today. It's amazing what a little bit of exercise and some good pasta. I love making pasta with my best friend Jake because I make the noodles, I get to sit there and I watch the water come to a boil. And he's over there like seasoning the meatballs and making the sauce like absolutely perfectly. And I'm just sitting there watching a pot, you know, making me feel like I'm helping out. And then, but I like to think it's a combined effort. And then we make some of the most amazing pasta ever. Some of the most amazing pasta. It makes you want to start singing Italian songs. In fact, we do while we cook. It's awesome. Good times, good times. That's how you know you have found your best friend. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and get to masking. Masking time. And we have learned a quick way to get our masks done by way of simply reducing the frame opacity. And then going in here with the little line tool. And we're basically just going to close off our art. What the heck is this? There we go. Oh. Closing that off. Cool. Cool. Look, I love this frame. It's like slamming her face into the ground. Love it. Love it. Oh. There's also another good Emma face slam in the first part of issue 1. She like falls off the couch or whatever. I love that part. Love it. Oh. Fix that. Basically, I'm doing this to close off the artwork so that way I can mask it. And you'll see what I'm talking about momentarily. You can mask it all at once. And if you can believe it, I used to do this all by hand at one point. Used to go back through and lasso this entire character like this. Ooh, that took a long time. That was not fun. Okay. And let's go ahead. I won't mask the grass. I will not mask the grass. Alright, so witness closely. Witness this. We have our clean art here. Should be able to... Oh! Ah! Almost forgot this. That would have been disastrous. Alright. Let's go ahead and mask this. Alright. Witness the magic of the wand. Is that all working properly? Yes. Yes. Make sure we get these little extra bits in there. And it looks like we had a little bit... We had an intruder! We had an intrusion here. Unacceptable. There we go. Fix that. Now we select the inverse with Shift Control I. And we create a new layer called Mask. And we fill that layer. Bam! Look at that! That is truly magic, and that saves me a crap load of time and headaches. Ah, yes. That makes us all happy. Uh-oh. Forgot about this one. And fix that, and fill that. And choose the right color and fill that again. Alright, so our characters are all masked out, and we can delete those lines that we had before because they are no longer necessary. Put the frame back on, and hey, never knew what hit them. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to our frame masks. We did it for these here, we did it for the characters here, now we got to do it for the frames. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and change this background to pure white. Pure white. And it's going to be our frame mask. Good. Just off-white. And let's go ahead and start filling this in. This is going to make it so doing the backgrounds is going to be much easier. Much easier because we don't have to worry about going outside of the frames. And we love that. We love it. Another thing that I've been really enjoying lately is I take breaks and we have like a baby grand piano in the place that I'm living at because my buddy Jake, he plays piano and his parents have enough money to buy one of those giant pianos. So it's like a really nice sound. It's like you don't really have to be good at piano, like in my case. And you can just like play stuff and it sounds legit. So I've been having some fun with that because I'm not that good at music and I'd like to learn more about it. Musical theory. All that good stuff. Maybe one day I can write some music that will be used in the comic. But we'll see about that. Alright, so we've got our frame masks in place. Alrighty then. That is on multiply. Good. Good, 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 good. Alright, so let's start with laying in our backgrounds. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so the nice thing is we've laid in this background here, right? We have, I'm talking about this panel down here, right? We have communicated the color scheme and what is happening in the background here. So this panel up here can be a little less detailed. That's the way I like to think of it. You can get away with a little bit less detail. That makes us happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start shading in this stuff with just black and white, right? We're throwing in values first, throwing in the values of the background. And then on top of that, we will build our gradient map. And then we'll throw in the extra colors that we need. But this is a good way to save time. Hey! Okay. So let's start with making these here. Making these here lines, some clipping masks. And we'll start with this layer here. Alright, so the first thing I know I want to do is just grab this soft brush here. I'm going to go ahead and color this entire shape in, right? Because we know what it is, and it doesn't have to be super duper clear, right? All we got to do is communicate this, and this, and this, and this. In fact, I'm just going to maximize this so I can show you what I'm doing more clearly. Okay, so look at how simple this is, right? I am going to, actually I need to do this. So we know we got this little mountain shape happening behind us, right? So let's go ahead and just throw that in. See, look how simple that was. Now we have mountains in the background. Montañas. Montañas. We got that little thing there, and because we are pitching the camera lower, we'll barely see that little house thing in the back. There. Barely see it. And we'll have these trees. Looks like we got another hill here. And we got this brightness happening here. Let's make sure we have the shadow of Emma, obviously, there. Cool. Alright, going up. Lay that in. That looks good. That looks good. I realized I may have given something away earlier that I shouldn't have. Oh boy. I'm so bad at keeping secrets. Hopefully you guys don't hate me. You know, it's kind of hard. I mean, I have to put the disclaimer out there that it's tough. It's tough to do a stream of you working on the comic and not give away some things that might be happening. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with your spoilers for getting your sneak peek. Yeah, suck it. You know, in the new year, suck it. Alrighty then. That roof is a little bit too bright. Don't have to worry about too much detail here, right? Okay, so look at that. Now we have our foreground here. Foreground over there, right? Because of the darker colors. And then we have the very light colors representing our mountains. Our montañas. Okay, moving on. Let's do the same thing down here. Let's grab this gray. Grab the ghoulies. And let's go ahead and lay in these colors. And why is it doing that? Because I'm working on the mask, of course. Of course. Though when I work on the wrong layer. Okay, good. It was just that one. Let's try that again. So I'm just laying stuff in. Let's start with the foreground stuff since it's darker. Much easier to deal with there. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm going to go ahead and darken this, all of this here. Darkness here. And let's make the fronts of these poles lighter because it's supposed to be the lights hitting here. Remember? Lighting our scene properly. We love that. We love lighting our scenes properly. Then we have light here and here, all around here. I'm going to put a little bit of lightness around her because it'll just help silhouette her properly. Let's go ahead and put the shadows in. Let's go and put her shadow in here. Oh, the Majora's Mask. Yes. I will do that at the end of the show. Please remind me once again, and I will go grab it. I will show you the Majora's Mask that I sculpted with my bare hands. Made for him out of love. It's funny because it's like a little heart too. Yeah, it's kind of cute. It's kind of gay. uh, yes, I love sculpting. Love it. In fact, I might just make this all really, really dark. Super dark. Cool. That looks good. That is acceptable. Acceptable, yes. Acceptable. Cool. And see how easy it is to like lay out your little designs? So fun. I love it when you can lay out backgrounds and stuff this easily. Makes for a fun time. You're describing depth, time, and space, all with just black and white. And then you can just lay on top of it your gradient map. That makes us so happy that we dance in our pants. Okay. Not in an appropriate way, though. In a very PG way, dancing in your pants. All right, so moving on. Moving on. All right, so this one is also not super detailed. All we got to do is draw these mountains in the background once again. Montañas. Montañas here, montañas there. And then we've got clouds. Simple little clouds. All right. Okay, okay. Hmm. I think I need to bring these mountains up a bit. Probably going to be existing a little bit more along this line here. And then that other hill can be there. Cool. Now everybody has a place. Everybody has a purpose. Cool. And let's finish it off with the final house shot. Let's marquee select that. Oh. Thank you, Aaron. I mean, hey guys, I just had a great idea. I should be consistent with my art. Whoop. Aha! Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for the heads up on that. Aaron got my back. Aaron's got my back. Good man, good man. Proud of you. Proud of you. Okay, moving on to this. Oh! It's a little much. Alright, moving on. Going down here, let's go ahead and shade this in. Shade that in. And I'll have a little remnant of a pole there. Good. Between Emma's hair and frame 2, I've masked too much. Arm. Between Emma's... Lushy! Thank you. Man, you guys are just catching mistakes left and right. I would have found it eventually. Jeez. You guys just got freaking eyes like a hawk on this stuff. Alright, fine. There we go. Thank you, my dear. What would I do without you? Hey, you are a blood spatter analyst. You're a blood spatter analyst, not mask observer, mask watcher. that position is open to somebody else. It must be open to somebody else. And don't worry, there will be plenty more blood spatter analyzing to do, Leshy, so fear not in the future. Alrighty. Alright, so let's go ahead and put some darkness there. And the sky is going to be much more scary looking. Let's make a scary looking sky, yeah? How about that? Cool. Cool. Throwing a little bit of cloudage there. A little bit of cloudage there. And a little bit of cloudage there. A little bit of cloudage there. Oh man, you guys are crazy. I don't. Oh, you guys are just looking for mistakes now. Now that I'm all nice to the people that are finding mistakes. Jeez, everybody's got their eyes open for mistakes. All right, we're not focusing on the masks anymore. We're focusing on the background. Okay, no more masks, only background. Okay, so we got her smashing her face into the ground, getting up. Hey, oh no, what's happened to the sky? Wah, oh no. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and throw in our gradient maps. This is my favorite part. This is when the magic begins to happen. The magic begin to happen. All right, so new adjustment layer, gradient map. Gradient map. Whoa, what happened with that? Unacceptable. We need Christmas colors. Thank you. All right. It's Christmas 3D edition for those of you who are looking to support and buy the comic. I will be releasing this for you. Okay, where does this go? Thank you. Okay, let's actually start with this one. I'm not looking at no more of this. I'm not looking over here anymore. You guys are distracting. Now you guys are just distracting. All right, so let's go ahead and be professionals and select our colors. We got brightness, darkness, and everything in between. Cool. Hey there. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Push that up a little bit more. And darken that. Oh! Meant to do that. Let's make this a little bit darker. Okay. Cool. That looks quite alright. It looks a little weird right now, but that's because we have to go in and finish our little colors. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and go in here and begin the painting stage. This is a very, very fun part. I have to go in here and paint everything. With our handy-dandy chalk brush to give us some awesome texture. Some awesome texture. If you live in Australia. That's how Leshy would say it. Awesome texture. Right? Alright? Or am I just being racist? Sorry. But hey, I love Australian accents. So, You can't really do nothing about that. Can ya? Alright, painting, 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 right? Let's go ahead and fix these areas here. Let's make sure we got our proper colors. Proper color usage going on here. Good. 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 And the clouds are a little bit more gray. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm just kind of mishmashing colors together and making it work. These mountains over here are a lot more gray once they approach this end. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that right now. Yes! Good. Let's go ahead and make sure our clouds are consistent. Good. 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 Awesome texture. Over-exaggerating. I'm not racist, I'm just over-exaggerating. You're over-exaggerating. Okay. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Looking not bad. Not bad. Hopefully, hopefully this works. I think it will. I think it will. Go ahead and painting that in. Oh, also the other thing that I'm doing, if you'll notice, is I'm going in and being sure to try to eliminate as much as I can of the lines underneath, right? Because lines are unprofessional and nobody wants to see that. Okay? Clean that stuff up. That was a close one. Clean that crap up. I almost violated my E for everyone rating. Could have been bad. Could have been naughty. Alright, let's go ahead and fix this over here. We got that happening, some door going on over there, right? Doors in the way. Lovely. Yay! Lushy says she's going to say awesome texture for me, so I can take notes and be sure to say it properly from now on. Awesome texture. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Not bad, not bad. I think what I want in here is a little bit more gray, though. It's still looking a little bit too orangey. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the orange, but might be a little overbearing. Let's go and throw in a little bit more atmosphere here, too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. A little bit of gray in there. A little bit more gray. Too much. Too much. Let's go ahead and throw in this color here for our shadows. And also I want the shadows to appear a little bit more blue. A little bit more blue. So let's go ahead and fix that. There. Okay, so that's looking a little bit better. It's looking a bit better. A bit better. It's a bit better. Still a little weird in some spots, but that is okay. I got the tree line over here. Let's not forget that. Don't forget the trees. Don't forget the trees. Oh! Hello. And yes, I will be Skyping with you guys today because I promised you yesterday that I would. And I'm a man of my word 99% of the time. Sometimes there are emergencies or I have to bail out. But you can rest assured, if I say I'll do it, I will do it. Let's get a little bit of light going on there on the underside of the steps. That looks good. Looks very good. I approve. I approve of that. Gonna fix up this little shadow here. And see, a lot of it is just kind of experimentation, right? It's kind of getting everything figured out, making it all look right. Sometimes it can take a little bit of, fudging. But eventually, rest assured, you'll get there. But in order not to bore you, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the other pieces. We're going to get these babies shot out. All right, speaking of that, how much time we got? Whoa! Time flies when you're making backgrounds. We got 4 minutes, people. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw that same gradient map onto, watch, all I do is I duplicate it, and I move it on down to this here. I think that's right. Yes, that is right. And then voila, you have instant background color. And then you can just go ahead and throw in whatever you'd like on top of that. And that makes us oh so happy. Oh, so happy. Okay, so I was getting a call. I had to take that off. And I also burped. It was really nice, but I muted it so you couldn't hear it. Because I'm professional. That is what we do. I think I say that too much. They're like, shut up. Get it. I'm not really professional. I just like to pretend I am. People tend to think I am sometimes. Oh, hey, speaking of that, what the heck happened here? What? Oh, there we go. Fix that up. Okay, I'm not touching that panel anymore. For 4 minutes, for 2 minutes, I'm going to color in this background here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Get started. Me referencing these colors here. Looking good. These look very good. Very good. Throwing some nice darks. Ooh, that looks nice. Looks really nice. Very nice. Darken that in. Darken that. Darken that. Good. Let's go ahead and throw in some perspective lines in there. Yes, and you can quickly see this piece is coming together very quickly. Not bad. So I hope you are getting your questions ready for the question catapults because we are going to be launching in about 30 seconds. All right. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Liking that. Let's go ahead and throw some extra atmosphere in here. Push this area further back. Yes. Good. Good. We are having fun now. That's the way I like it. Uh-huh. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, that looks weird. That yellow? Ooh. Uh-uh. Oh, thank you. There we go. It's more like it. All right, people, it is time to open the gates and cast your questions. Please catapult your questions my way by typing in your questions to the chat to the right, and I will answer the best I can. All right. Any day now. You can, any day. Catapults. You know, catapults. And whilst you are doing that, I will go ahead and just clean the rest of this stuff up. That's the way I like it. I like it. Ow. Let's go ahead and throw a window there. That's good. You guys can actually see me working on this, so that's good. Valkyo D is asking, when is the ATA for part 3 to be published? That is going to be, I'm shooting for this weekend, right? This Saturday. I'm shooting for. Okay? And I really, really, really should have it out by then. Okay? I'm going to do my best. I'll do my best! Mr. Aaron's asking, when will you change the saturation on the orange? I'll go ahead and do that right now. Oh yeah, look at that. It is way too saturated. Unacceptable. When will you change it? I like how you did that. Oh, and I also have to go get my the thing that I made for Jake. I need to go get the Majora's Mask. In fact, I'm going to go grab that right now. I'll be right back. Alright, peoples. I got it here. Oh, I probably should have put it back to the AFK screen. Sorry, guys. Okay, but here it is. Ladies and gentlemen. The Majora's Mask that I created for my friends. Sculpted it with my bare hands. Made it out of clay. Or I made it out of Sculpey. Then I fired it so you can see all the stuff. And just in case you think I'm lying, there's my signature. And you can see all like the crappy, you know, the work, like the blending lines and stuff that went into it. But in the front of it, it is actually fully awesome and looks as it should. So that's the thing that I made for him for Christmas. And let's move on to the next thing. Aliom is asking a good question about character development. Do I have any tips for character development? Let's see. One of the coolest things that I've heard somebody say about developing a character is actually one of the coolest things about having a cool character, or one of the best ways to get a cool character, is have the character share a secret with the audience, right? And like really good shows like Dexter and I mean, there's a bunch of other shows that do that, but like some of the best characters have a secret that nobody else in the show knows, nobody else in the series knows except for you and that character. So I think that's a good way to start. And also, another big thing about character development is I've heard a lot about the rule of three. That's where you have three characters that interact with each other. Basically, if they're good characters, the story almost writes itself. So that's another good thing to keep in mind. Moving on to... Give me that. Moving on to... Elfinzorn's asking about holding a small contest. I would love to have contests. I've never hosted a contest before. I wonder how we could do that. I wonder what we could do with that. I can't say for sure that I will do one right now, but I love the idea, and I would love to see about doing that in the future. Aaron Pinel is asking a good question. Another good question. He's asking, do you believe other mediums would help you become a better digital artist? Personally, I think it's awesome to explore other mediums and paint in other mediums, but I think, what's the best way to say this? I don't work in a lot of other mediums, and I feel like I learn digital art just fine. I feel like a bigger thing that goes into it is probably just learning how colors interact with each other, and just like a little bit of like color theory. I think that's the biggest thing that kind of separates really good digital artists from, you know, just okay ones. But I will tell you that digital painting actually helps you with traditional painting. Like, you learn all about all the cool little techniques and stuff, and then you can translate that over to traditional painting. And traditional painting, in my opinion, is a little bit more impressive because you don't have the luxury of layers and everything. You got to do everything right the first time. You know, there's a lot more like risk and stuff involved in that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to take 2 more questions, and then we're going to wrap up day 21 of the KNKL Emma stream. All right. Alrighty. Helgen Warfare. Yes, I have done a tutorial on water a long time ago. I could probably do an updated one here pretty soon. Maybe on just like a gelatinous or liquid type of tutorial. Alright, last question. Last question is coming in from Valkyo D, asking if I'm a midget. No, I just decided to sit down in a chair again. And yes, that door is actually big. It's just a big door. So that's why I look small coming into that thing. But I am actually 5'11", so I'm not technically a midget, not the biggest guy in the world, but big enough to stand up. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude the KNKL Emma stream episode 21. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. For those of you watching on YouTube, please thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. My name is Kenan Lafferty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again, and have a good night.